slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイしょこりもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも抗ってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Give me the point oh in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I gotta go, skin myself, save for back foot I gotta go, skin myself, see myself foot Turn away from me, shut my shadow Smooth, let us set my tongue on this fix cycle Nobody knows, goes like in a flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. This is going to be another generic topic I'm going to talk about, and I want to get things clear, you guys, and I'm referring to those whether you might be on the internet or you might be or if I'm talking to you in public. People need to not be so quick to judge others. Because you're putting out all these claims about them, assumptions, because you feel a certain type of way towards that person, whether you might not like them or for whatever reason. There's really not really enough explanation as to why people are so quick to judge. Most likely have nothing better to do. They haven't left life, or they're just completely ignorant of the fact that they don't know what they're doing, or they have no clue what they're doing. Probably bored with their lives. But let me explain why it is wrong to judge people. It is wrong simply because of the fact that you don't know their lifestyle. You don't know what they go through, what they deal with in their daily life, or how they treat others, the type of personality they have. It's better to judge someone based on how they act rather than how they look, and I'm starting to notice that. I'm the kind of person, yes, I'm not saying I don't judge. I don't judge like a person because of how they look. I think that's just completely ignorant and it makes no sense why. But if I feel like a person's acting odd or suspicious, I'm willing to call them out. Well, because there are times where people say they're just kidding. That's just their character that they play online. But there's an extent to that. If a person decides to be inappropriate or they decide to be rude, disrespectful, that person deserves as much backlash as possible. And the reason behind that is it's really hard to understand that person. You don't really know what's going through their mind, but these people are completely irrational. Even if you try to be nice to somebody, there's nothing that can go through them. Seriously, people who are judgmental. Well, going back to what I said earlier about people judging others, how they respond, I could say that's justified, because sometimes they give you those vibes because of the intent that they have based on what they say or their attitude or how they react towards you. Could be a hint that they might try to do something horrific, or that might end up trying to get you in trouble. Seriously, there are people who are actually absolute troublemakers out there who will do anything in their power to frame you, or who will actually try to be really nice. I think nowadays it's really hard to judge the people who are really nice. Because you don't know exactly what they are going through. It could be that they're trying to persuade you in order to manipulate you, or they're trying to be nice in order to fit in society, which isn't always wrong. But you got to be careful of the people who are always smiling, smirking. I'd be the one to to quickly judge those people. If they always have a smile on their face, it means that it looks as if they're plotting something, as if they're trying to get you in trouble. And how I know you guys, I'm telling you guys based on from actual experience. The people who are usually smiling, sometimes they could be in a good mood, but when they're smirking, when they're smiling too hard, or they're doing it for a lot, like for long, like several seconds, it's like they're scheming as if they have it out for you, but they're not gonna. Nobody's gonna. Really, people aren't gonna tell you their plan or what they and how they try to like provoke you or set you up. And to me, what I do want to say about judgmental people, I find them to be completely evil. I'll show you some clips, you guys, because people who are quick to judge and people who are quick to sue, a lot of times it'll lead to confrontation or gossip, like the rumors that they spread about you, whether it be like, oh, this guy got catfished. They could basically gossip about you having a breakup, or you getting caught up with some loser, like somebody who claims to be a loser or whatever, or the biggest nerd in the classroom. I'm trying to keep it appropriate, guys. So, or they could gossip about you accidentally, like having your clothes out, whether your boxers are showing, or your butt crack, or your underwear. Those are perfect examples, though. But rather, not only just going in the people who are judgmental, people also are very quick to assume. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. The confrontation is actually a lot worse, you guys, because if someone were to tell on you and say, or tell lies behind your back, say, yeah, this guy punched me and I did nothing to him, or he was following me, creeping me out, stalking me or whatever, or talking about want to touch me inappropriately. Don't forget, you guys, there are people who are quick to believe it without checking without relying on the source first, without having to check the evidence to prove whether it occurred or not. And those people, to me, are just absolutely naive and stupid. I just don't understand people who are so quick to assume. It's one thing if you know somebody who's close to you, whether it be your family members, your long time, like be a close friend, your girlfriend. But there are people out there who'd be so stupid to take up for someone who most likely does not give a damn about you, and they try to do them a favor, but in return, they don't owe them. Why? Because there are people out there that will play you for fools. And I'm not the type of person. Now I realize if someone is saying this true, whatever happened to them took place somewhere, I'm not gonna aid them until I know it's a given. That's how I look at you guys, because confrontation is just stupid. The only time it should ever occur is if you know someone actually wronged you, or somebody you witness being harassed. Then that qualifies as being justified. But you having feeling some type of way towards someone, or you just want to be on a power trip, you want to guilt trip people into thinking that their life means nothing. Guess what? You're the piece of shit, people. For those who will just defend someone because they only approve of that person either because their looks, what they have to offer, or they're just hoping that person will take interest in them, but fail to realize you don't know for sure. You don't know if it's a given. You don't know whether you'll get that chance or not, if they're truly being open about it. So fuck these people, especially those who are quick to jump the gun. They're just absolutely ignorant and stupid to the point that I like literally like they can't do it. It's as if they can't do anything right for a change. Like there's definitely like an ambition behind it. There's definitely a reason behind that. Is because there are people out there that want to be acknowledged. They want to gain approval by someone, so they're willing to do that person a favor by assuming that they're right, they're telling the truth, but they're truly not. They're just as much of a scumbag as the judgmental person. So those who assume that way should just literally just get a life and just move on from there, and literally just don't just mind your own goddamn business. Don't even try and get involved. You know what? Because it might end up a lot worse for you. It may start off as easy, that you think nothing is gonna happen to you. You believe they're like you're somehow justified, when in reality it's the complete opposite. But someone's gonna put you in your place, and there are people out there waiting for that moment when you get your just desserts. When, especially if it's rightfully deserved, and you took it out on the wrong person, everything that's coming to you is approved, is a complete justified, and they need to go in hard on these people. You need to be served with the utmost disrespect, as well as like karma and outrage, as well as hate amongst you people, because there's no way I can justify and solidify people who are just there just to gain some sort of validation, and it's all that won't be coming your way. If anything, is like I said before, what these people should be expecting is being disrespected, being hated, expecting backlash, and harsh criticism. And that right there, you guys, is a given fact. So it just, to me, it's just very irritating and annoying. If anything, it lets you know how annoying these pricks truly are, who are so quick to believe someone because why, and they will never tell you up front. They won't tell you directly why, because they feel like if they do, it's going to make them look stupid, which they know it's true. But it's to gain validation so that they can be approved by certain someone, when that person never really cared for them or was ever planning to rejoice with them, or even have a mutual feeling or relationship with that person, because they're busy going on about their day just so you could take the fall instead of them. And it leads to people spreading rumors. People who do spread rumors, a lot of times they don't have much going on in their life, and they do it because they want to fit in with other people. They feel comfortable in groups, I can assure you. But it goes back to what I said about confrontation. Nowadays, people just can't be open or be upfront, or like be able to like go out and speak and just admit what they're doing wrong, or stand up for themselves. Not willing to open up and hold themselves accountable, or even have the confidence to square up towards someone when being confronted by their actions. And it's just like my opinions 333 said, actions speak louder than words. The only time you see people have that energy where they feel all macho and tough, or they're cool, is only when they have a crowd with them. But when they're by themselves, they're a completely different person who's basically trying to hide to a corner. They're trying to find the nearest corner. They're trying to avoid drama. They can't deal with the repercussions and they're spineless, as well as they don't really put a lot of thought into like their own their own actions. It's actually completely disgusting and unforgivable. But I'm saying it's because you expect at least people to actually be upfront and just try to like for a change go admit and like be they're direct about it and just go out and just take responsibility seriously, or learn to actually fight their own battles, in which they can't, which is why you hardly see anybody trying to fight fair or just wanting to be like one-on-one with fists only. But if they do, if it is one-on-one, you know they have something up their sleeve, you guys. But when you see people in groups, that right there lets you know how much of a coward those people are truly, and will never do the things that they're doing if they're by themselves. Trust me on that, you guys, because what I'm saying isn't complete false. It's the truth, and it may not be everybody, but I feel like there's just too many people out there that just don't have the guts to actually man up, or again have the balls to like handle the matter on their own, especially if it's one that isn't too serious. It has to be for petty reasons, you guys. And I don't even see the whole like gain or the logic behind it, when really there's nothing to be grateful about. There's nothing you'll get out of it. So why even continue with drama? And especially with gossip, people will do whatever they can just to be in the spotlight. But I feel to this day, I'm not going to be too long, but I feel like till this day there's just way too many cowards, and people are going to continue with that type of mentality because they feel like it's working for them. And just like Mike Tyson said, the internet has made these people too soft. Has made them like, and I'm going to be clear. No, he clearly stated, Mike Tyson said that the internet itself has made you guys way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. And the internet is also the main reason why people feel the need to say whatever, do whatever. But if it's in public, that's where they feel like they either need to hide or they need a group of people to fight their battles for them, which in its right says a lot about how much of a complete pathetic waste of life you truly are, people. Those who take it upon themselves and act deranged and cowardice, they don't deserve any sympathy from me or any type of gratification or my type of appreciation. That's not something to be proud of, and that's not something that I would admire at all. So the only way to really change people is to give them a reality check. That's the best way to do it. And even though it may sound harsh, there are things that I can't say, but that's really the best solution to it all, you guys. But overall, I feel like I said enough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.